Hey everyone, Micah here with Electrek, and today we're reviewing the updated version of the new Veego 750 electric fat tire bike. Let's check it out.
The Veego 750 from Florida-based ride Scoozy is a nice combination of power and comfort. It's basically a small format cruiser, and between the super comfy Cloud9 suspension saddle and the front air fork, there's a lot of shock absorption going on. Plus, those big 4-inch fat tires help make the ride even nicer. But then you combine that with the super powerful motor. It's rated for 750 watts continuous, and that's a true 750 watt motor. It's not just a peak rated 750. In fact, the peak rating is actually 1400 watts. So there's a lot of power here when you step on it, or when you twist the throttle. It's got a comfortable half-twist throttle, my favorite variety, and it's also got pedal assist, of course. The throttle takes you up to 20 miles per hour, while a higher level of pedal assist will unlock the 28 mile per hour top speed. If you just want to cruise like you're on a moped though, the 20 mile per hour speed feels great, and the ride is super nice thanks to that saddle, suspension, and fat tires. The throttle versus pedal assist debate also affects the range, though the battery is so big that you don't really have to worry much about range. That removable battery is rated at 52 volts and 17.5 amp hours for 910 watt hours. That's nearly a kilowatt hour of battery, way more than average in the industry, and it will net you around 30 miles on throttle or 50 plus miles with lower pedal assist levels. If you want to share the load and do some of the work yourself, you'll definitely get that higher end of the range. But with a battery that big, you've pretty much always got more range than you'll need. And they even include a more powerful 3 amp charger to make sure it doesn't take too long to charge that big battery up.
Now the Veego 750 is kind of a folding bike, though not in the traditional sense. It's only got one folding mechanism up here on the handlebars. It's got a safety here. You lift that up, you push the button, it opens nice and smoothly, and the handlebars fold down. Now, like many other pseudo-folding e-bikes, because it doesn't fold in the center, it's still going to be tricky to fit this into the trunk of a car or some other very small space. But because the bike does become shorter like this, you could potentially load it into a car by sliding it down the middle in a minivan or an SUV between the seats, or perhaps fit it under a table maybe, or some other area where you just need the bike to be a bit shorter.
Alright, so we've got a powerful e-bike with a big motor, big battery, and extra comfort built in. But that's not even the whole story here. The Veego 750 keeps trying to sell itself because the nice features don't end there. For braking, we've got some very nice dual piston hydraulic disc brakes that bite down on big 180mm rotors. That's a powerful and low maintenance braking solution. Keeping with the low maintenance theme are the cast wheels instead of going with spokes. They not only last longer, but they just look cooler too, in my humble opinion. Then check out that display. I know it doesn't pick up due to the contrast on my chest-mounted action camera, but with a better camera here, you can see how beautiful the color screen is. You've got all your data nicely laid out there. Sure, a simple monochrome 1980s LCD screen also could have given you this info, but not nearly as nice as this one does. Plus, there are even more features on the bike, like the included fenders, the bright lights that are a step above those cheap dinky e-bike lights, and plus that awesome rear rack that's part of the frame. It's rated for 100 pounds, so you could really load it down with a kid's seat, or even put an older kid on it, or a chunky younger kid. Heck, it might even fit your girlfriend or wife if she's small enough. The entire bike has a 285 pound weight rating, so it's pretty beefy too. Though it's a bit of a porky bike itself at 69 pounds. That's not a light e-bike, but you won't get a giant battery, powerful motor, and all the other nice parts here without paying for it with the extra poundage. Ultimately, I really like the package here. With a current sale price of $19.99, marked down from the $2,299 MSRP, there is a lot to love here. Yeah, it's certainly more expensive than a budget 20-inch fat tire Class 3 e-bike like Electrek.co, but then again it packs in nearly twice the battery and motor power, not to mention the higher end parts like the juice brakes and the comfortable touch points included standard. So while I wouldn't say it has the same bang for your buck as the low-cost brands, it definitely still has value as a higher performance e-bike with higher end parts and more power. And for anyone looking for power, well, you found it.
Thanks for watching everyone. We hope you enjoyed that review of the Veego 750. If you did, why don't you give this video a thumbs up? And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of our future electric vehicle videos. We'll see you here next time.
Lit up the sky tonight, let's set the world alight, fill up this desperate show. Oh, with your warming glow, I'm was this drafted soldier before we slept out on the street.